will not divide. We're standing side by side.
Did y'all know that strike in Philly didn't only impact trash removal, but it prolonged the time for bodies getting picked up? Yes, corpses, bodies. Because not only sanitation workers went on strike, but the medical examiner office also went on strike. So they're making these phone calls and they're like, man, it's hours and hours on end and this body you still haven't picked up this body? Yeah, because they were on strike. So recently, I want to say a 19-year-old passed away this past Thursday due to gunshot wounds. And they called the coroner's office and they're like, why is it taking y'all so long to come pick up this body? 4 hours passed by. So now the judge put in an order for the medical examiner office to go back to work, because this is like, hey, we can't just leave corpses out here. So they're back at work. Why the sanitation, I want to say, is DC 33. Hold up, let me check this information. DC 33 is still in negotiation talks with the mayor. They want a 5% yearly raise annually. Whereas the mayor, I want to say she want to chop it up like 3% each year. And they came up with this number because the city workers, I guess the city workers are they receive an 8.75% pay increase annually. Whereas their union don't. The sanitation union, they're still like a low percentage. And they only make, I want to say, $43,000 annually in Philly. I don't know how the cost of living is in Philly, but that don't seem too much to me.
Private contractors.
It's definitely gotten bigger. There's the dumpster hiding. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh.
So guys, day 6 of the strike in Philly, and the trash is piling up. Not even gonna lie, the trash is absolutely insane on the streets right now. I hope they get to a resolution soon, and I stand with DC 33. I don't understand why people would cross the picket line. Maybe somebody could explain that to me in the comments, but DC 33, I stand with you guys, and I hope you get everything you're asking for. And I do know what they're asking for. Some people are like, you don't even know what they're asking for. They want their health care fully covered. They want to ensure that if something happens to them, their family has health care. They want 8% year-over-year increases. Guys, I hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday. I stand with DC 33. Don't cross the damn picket line.
On $10 a bag. If you want your whole block hit, we doing $250.
This is what I'm talking about. Nobody paying you to come get their trash, bro. Nobody. We pay taxes for that. That's the reason we pay taxes.
The strike, this strike that's happening in the city affects the city pools. It affects people, whether you want to believe it or not. You think, oh, it doesn't affect me. It does affect you. I know if it affects me. My son, who is autistic, he's 5 years old. He is used to routines, certain places, certain people. The pool he likes to go to, they are closed due to the strike. That had him in tears. He was bawling his eyes out. I did end up finding another pool for him to go to. But of course, you know, when anybody, but especially kids or people who are autistic, who are used to having some kind of routine or having like certain things, they're a little wary, like, I don't know about this place, but you know, it worked out. But listen, my partner, my boyfriend, the love of my life, the father to my child, he is on strike. He works for the water department and he is barely fucking home. A lot of you think, oh, they need to just work overtime if they want to make. He works overtime. He's barely home. He's home 1 day a week. 1 day a week. My son is in bed and sleep by the time his dad is getting home to eat dinner. He even notices, how come daddy doesn't eat dinner with us? No, because he's at work. He's busting his ass. And then when he is home that 1 day, he needs sleep. He needs rest. He needs to recuperate his body, his mind. A lot of you think, oh, that's a brainless job. Laborers you're supposed to get cheap pay. Why? If all the prices of rent and food, everything is going up, why isn't the pay matching? A lot of you think brainless jobs, you don't got to have an education, and yet they have them take a test to get these fucking jobs. You got to take a test. My boyfriend, he ranked number 2 in his test, so he got through pretty quick. Years later, I did the test, and I'm a college graduate. I did the test because I'm like, you know, a city job sounds pretty nice. I want to give that a try. So in my mind, I'm like, I got this. If you can do it, I could do it. I ranked in the 400s. I did pass. I was in the 400s. And a lot of you probably like, well, it can't be that hard. Then you go take the test. See how it works out. When you pass and you get the job, work all these crazy hours where you don't have a quality of life. Yes, you are working, but good luck seeing your kids. Good luck seeing your family. So what you're saying is, if you're going to work these jobs, you can't have a family. You can't have it. You can't have none of that. It's just you alone. And then in the city of Philadelphia, what you can afford with that pay, a studio apartment. That's what you can afford to live in, that's not fair. People who work in general, I don't care what job it is you have, you deserve a great quality of life. You are working, busting your ass. A lot of people brag about, wow, I work 40, 60, 70, 80 hours. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to work those crazy hours just to have a great quality of life, just for your family to have a great quality of life, just for your child to have a great education. You shouldn't have to. Why is that something to brag about? You shouldn't have to do all that. My boyfriend has doubled in age since working in the city. He has doubled in age. So again, you can have your opinion thinking, oh, they shouldn't get that much, or they should just work more time and all of this, that, and the third. God forbid it's you or your loved one who is doing that, and you're watching them do all of this and watching them barely get by. Good luck.
It's a damn shame, man. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you guys, you can barely breathe. You can barely breathe. This is truly insane. To make it worse, you got homeless people going through it, trying to get anything they can salvage out of the trash. I can't believe this, guys.
Support the city workers in this fight, y'all. These the ones keep the city together. Water department, sanitation, 911 dispatch, fire dispatch. Support the fellas, y'all. These the ones out here winter, spring, summer, fall, no matter the climate, 7 days a week, sometimes 24 hours a day, to make sure the city is running proper. Support them, y'all. Support these guys to get their fair share on what the city's supposed to give them, man. Show the support. Let's go.
You know who this is again? Look, they even got security out here. Make sure he don't go but so far. Make sure they don't go so far with the trash. Look at this. And this on Castle Avenue. Castle and Fork Ride. Supposed to be the Northeast. Yeah, okay. Remind me of back in the 80s. They're starting to clean up a little bit way over there somewhere. They got the cops on the corner so the cars don't go through.
Day 6 of this trash strike, and his neighbors just continue to bring their trash. Take a look at it, it just keeps piling up. The city brought in a backhoe and a big truck to haul some of this away. There it goes. But tensions keep rising because things just keep getting worse and worse. There it goes, it's taking it to the dump. But it's just putting a little dent in all this. Day 6, tell me what you think.